Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Stamp and Create with Beth. I'm Beth Roy, an Independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today is Saturday, October 4th, 2025, and it is World Card Making Day. So I hope you all have some fun, creative time planned for today. And we're going to do a quick tutorial video. So let me just pull everything up here. Say good morning if you're hanging out with me. If you watch the replay, please let me know that you watched. And if you're watching over on YouTube, thank you for watching. Say hello. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Good morning, Joan. Good morning, Linda. So, today is World Card Making Day, and I do have an event in my room. I'm so excited. That's why this is going to be a quick video. And Stampin' Up! Is also hosting a free online event, and I'm excited to get to do that as well. So, to jump right in, I do want to mention Paper Pumpkin. So, this is the current kit. You have until October 10th to grab this kit. It's called Cozy Christmas, and it's a Christmas card set, and it has some pre-cut pieces that have some stitched look that's like flocked, so it feels soft. It looks pretty neat. It is traditional Christmas colors, and then if you are an avid or card maker, or you like to have some extra things to extend your Paper Pumpkin, you can grab the add-on. You do need to be a current Paper Pumpkin subscriber to get the add-on dies. If you have any questions about this product, please let me know. But this is also a great product if you're just looking to kind of get into card making. It's an all-inclusive kit. It has the ink, the stamps, the adhesive. The only thing you may need to add is a pair of scissors and maybe a wipe cloth to clean your stamps. So if you have questions, please let me know. So today, this week, I have shared some of my older favorites. And I do like to continue to use my stamps. I've invested money in these, and some of them have my favorite images, like the cabin set or the barns. I don't know, but I just love those for winter cards, and I do like to use them for Christmas cards as well. So on this card, I used one of my favorites. This set came out many years ago called Snowfront. And I loved these because you can stamp a scene. You can do lots of different little things with the images that came in this set. We had several sets like this for different seasons. And I love my Itty Bitty Christmas for lots of different sayings. So these are sets that I have kept. You may also have those in your stash. And so I wanted to give you this idea. I've used some new products. I've used some new in colors. So Secret Sea and Cloud Cover. That this paper is Peaceful Garden. It's a plaid. I love it. Oh, sorry. Looks like I paused there for a second. And I just realized I forgot my grid paper. So let me see if I have something I can grab really quick to help with that glare. So I've also used, these were part of the Perfectly Pear. Painterly Pears is the sweet name. These are the low profile sparkle dots, and they are in Secret Sea, and it adds just a little sparkle. And I did use some basic gray, so I've paired some old with new, and I love making winter scenes. So this is definitely a staple that's going to stay in in my room. So we're going to recreate this card, but I'm going to bring in a new scene set. It's called Woodland Scenery, and I love the little cabin, and it has a bear and a deer, and it has some different trees. So a sled, you could put your wood pile on there. So I really love these scene builders. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Christy. Thanks for joining me. So we're going to jump right in and create a card together using this color scheme. Now, this is one of my favorite color schemes for winter, and I know that we're in fall right now, but many of us are starting to make our Christmas cards or finishing that up. So I wanted to give you an idea of a simple layout and using whatever you have. So what if you have a tree, if you have cabins, if you want deer, maybe you just have one of the new tree sets that would fill this space, and then you add a greeting. So whatever you have, you're going to substitute that in. So my bits and pieces here are a Secret Sea base. It is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So let's go ahead and crease that fold. Ooh, Joan, you have this set too? I love these sets. And these also, a lot of times we see these images as masculine, so these could be made, there's no greetings. You can make it whatever type of card you want. Okay, so there's our base. I have an inside piece. It is 5 inches by 3 3/4, so we'll stamp that and adhere it on the inside. I have this cloud cover plaid piece from Peaceful Garden, and it is 5 inches by 3, and we're gonna put it here. This is probably my favorite layout. I use it over and over. I use a piece that doesn't go all the way over and then a layer that goes on top. This is, let me tell you, 3 inches. So it's 3 3/4 by 3, and it's gonna layer like this. Now, I have 2 different die cut circles here. One's bigger, and this is not quite the smallest. This is from the Stylish Shapes dies. And I just want to stamp a greeting that's going to go over here on the corner. And I wasn't sure what we were going to do just yet. So I have 2 different sizes there. Okay, so let's get stamping. Let me know in the comments if you like scene sets like this. And if you have this set, I'd love to know if you've combined it with any other sets. So, and look, mine's brand new. It just came, so I haven't even stuck it onto my case yet. Let's see. I know I want this cabin, so I'm going to stamp it first, and then I'm going to see where I want these trees. And maybe a little deer. So, on this card, I stamped my cabin in basic gray. So I have basic gray, Secret Sea, and I do have cloud cover ink over here. So what I did is I stamped a little ground, stamped off with that cloud cover just to give some like a hill, like there's snow hills back here. And that helped ground it. Now this set does not have any ground stamps in it. It does have some little lines under all the little things, but we'll see if we need more and what I might be able to use to add that. Now let's see, let me grab let me see what other stamps I can use for that. We'll see. I have some ideas, but we'll see. Okay, so I grabbed this Simply Said. So this, I was just going to do maybe miss you or hello, something small. I'm not sure if just a note will fit, but I was going to make it a general card so that we could use it for any winter occasion that we need. Okay, so I have my little cabin here. Now, here's the little tip. This is brand new. I haven't inked it up. I haven't done anything with it yet. And it may have some leftover residue from when they made the stamp. So, let's see if I can get... Isn't it funny that you can never find anything when you're looking for it? I had a ton. Here they are. Of grid papers. I cleaned my room and I found a ton of grid paper that I could use. Okay, so here's what I do when I get a new stamp. I just like to ink it up and stamp it and see if it stamps nice and clear. Sometimes you need to do that a couple times to get that residue off. The other thing you can do is just clean it. So I have my Stampin' Scrub next to me, and I sprayed some stamp cleaner on it, and now I'm cleaning it off. Good morning, Pam. Thanks for joining us. Okay, Joan, so you like these sets, but you need help building the scenes. Okay. Well, I love playing with these sets. So you can see how this stamps, and that's just how I kind of condition my stamp. The other way you can do it is stamp with Versamark. Okay. So when I create my scene, I like to think about how many layers I want, and I'm doing a small scene. So on this one, I had this set had a big tree, it had a medium tree, and it had a small tree. So things are going to appear smaller when they're further away, and so I try to do smallest, and then if there's a medium, and then large. You don't have to do that many layers. It's up to you, but it helps your scene look a little more realistic. It's a card. I'm not going to get super realistic with stamps, but it gives you the idea that things are further away. So when I stamp, that's what I think of. Good morning, Maggie. And you can see in this stamp set that there's different sizes. So these are about the same. There's not a lot of difference. But I am going to stamp some that look like they're further back. Entries are different sizes, so don't overthink it too much. This has a few images, and you know, I haven't looked through everything, but I will see what can mix and match with this that we currently have. So the artwork on the front of this stamp set is 100%. So that means if I take my stamp and I stick it over it, it's the same size. If it's smaller, if these images are smaller, it will tell you right here on the front. So I like to just think about where I want things. Move my coffee here. So I have trees that I'm going to stamp in Secret C. And then I have this little cabin I'm going to use gray. So I just like to kind of picture where I might want those things. And I think I'm going to do my cabin over on the left side. And remember, we have two sides to the paper. So don't worry. If you don't love it, flip it over. I just realized I stamped my My filming grid paper, that's okay. I have plenty. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this, but I want it to go off a little bit. Okay, I stamp straight. I'm not standing up, so. Now you'll notice after you stamp, your stamps are no longer that pristine clear, okay? It has a little, it doesn't look as shiny and new, but that's okay. And I like to, as I use them, I start sticking them onto my case. Now remember, starting in November, our new stamps will come in the new envelopes, and I do have some on the way. The envelopes, I haven't pre-ordered any stamps yet. I haven't decided what I want. So that's going to be new. So as soon as I get one, I'll show you. But all of our stamps that are releasing will be photopolymer, which I'm excited about. Let's see. Good morning, Dad. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so I'm going to stamp my trees in, and this might not have as many layers. I'm going to stamp this back here like it's further away. And it's okay to keep it simple, okay? Let me see what else. We have some smoke that can fill up this space. So I am going to do that in cloud cover. I'm going to stamp off. Oh, you can barely see it. Let's try that again. It's very faint. I don't know if you can see that. And I think I'm going to do some, there's these little teeny tiny snowflakes. I think I'm pressing too hard. That or, no, I have them on right. My ink is very, I don't know if I like the snowflakes. I think I like them stamped off. They're really tiny, and I think I'm pressing too hard. Okay, redo. Okay. How many of you do that? You stamp something. Ooh, a waterfall. That's interesting. It could be used for that, I think. I thought it was more smoke, but I guess it could be whatever you want it to be. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to try my snowflakes and stuff again. But I think I like it stamped off. There's my little faint smoke. So I'm just stamping off and then kind of stamping around. Like it very dark. There we go. Okay. Now I want to figure out how to kind of stamp on the ground. And I was thinking this little sled might do the trick. So let me show you what I'm going to do. These are not reversible stamps, but this is something you can kind of do with your photopolymer stamps. I'm going to use, so there's this little sled, and this is the side with the image. So you're gonna get that. And let's stamp that in Secret C. I kind of like this little sled, but I don't want the ground, so I just wiped it off. We have our little sled there. Now I want some color like I had on the other one, so I took this stamp and I cleaned it, and I'm going to put it on my block upside down, and let me show you what happens. So you can pick a shape that you like, and you can ink up the side that's not really a stamp. And I stamped off, and then we're just going to stamp it right on there. So you can see how it kind of adds a little shadow and some pieces that look like it could be the ground. There we go. Sorry. I was trying to hold it up, and so I'm just going to use this shape, and I'm going to stamp off, and I'm going to add some color to ground my images here. So see how that came out? It just adds a little color to that, and you can do it as much as you like. There we go. Okay, so there's a little tidbit on how you can use your photopolymer stamps. All right, now we're ready to stamp our greeting and finish our card. I'm going to do my greeting in Secret C. And let's see. So let's build our card. And I forgot to stamp the inside. Stamp some trees on it really quick. So here's our piece. Now you could come in and add some color to this with a blend or something, but I'm just going to leave it as is. And I need to do a greeting. I love winter cards, but let's see. We could do just a note. You could do a thank you. You could do miss you. Maybe you have someone that lives far away and you want to send them a card. And there's also hello. I think I might do hello. I'm going to use the smaller circle and stamp hello. Sometimes I just have to see how I want it. And I'm going to stamp some trees with this as well. So substitute in whatever greeting you want. And you could even do some snowflakes on that if you wanted. And then I'm going to stamp, actually, I'm going to use cloud cover for the inside. And I'm going to do this single tree on the inside. here's my card. Here's my inside piece. My little winter tree there. Thank you for the love. And let's do a couple of, oops, snowflakes on my thing. And you could even add some on the inside. Okay, now we're just ready to adhere it together. Okay, I use dimensionals on this. And everything else, I just used liquid glue and adhered it flat. So I would love it if you gave me some love, if you enjoyed this quick card. And let me know in the comments if you have this set. And I would love also to know if you've paired it with anything else in the catalog. Like I said, I just got it and I'm excited to kind of play with it and see. So this was just a basic white piece. And the plaid from Peaceful Garden, I've just kind of left off to the left a little bit more, and this one hangs off on the right. And it may be over a little bit more than the other one, but that's okay. I like when my cards come out different. Thank you, thank you. Now, again, if you like to kind of add a little sparkle, I have these that are in Secret Sea, and it just really, they're just really pretty. So I'm going to put 3 right here, 3 of the small dots. And I'm using my Take Your Pick tool, the putty end, to kind of help me pick those up and place those. Oops. I don't think I got that on very straight. There we go. All right. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you have a wonderful and creative World Card Making Day. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to get this set, it is called Woodland Scenery, and you can find that in my online Stampin' Up store at bethroy.stampinup.net. Oh, yes. Yes, very easy layout. Feel free to copy away. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.